So I'm just going to be jumping right into this tutorial. Today I will be taking my Clairol BW2 bleach and my 40 volume developer. You can get this at any beauty supply store. And I have my mixing bowl and my mixing brush. So in my opinion, I do prefer putting in the bleach first before I put in the volume developer. I just take a scoop. I don't really take any exact measurement. I literally just mix it until I get the consistency that I want. So I took about 2 scoops because I don't need too much. Sometimes you think it's a little bit, but it turns out to be a lot once mixed. And I pour in some of the 40 volume developer. Not too much because it will be really liquidy and you don't want it to be too liquidy and runny. Start mixing that up. So as you see, I'm adding a little bit more because it was too dry. And the goal is to kind of get the consistency similar to toothpaste, because you see how toothpaste is pretty thick and it's not runny. That's really what you want, because if it is too runny, it can run through the lace of the wig and that causes over bleaching, and that is very ugly and that is hard to fix. So you want to try to get it as thick as possible, but not too thick, but you want it pretty thick to where it won't run through the lace. Now, as you can see, I made the consistency too runny. As you can see, it's running off the brush, so I went back and added a little bit more powder. It does take a little bit of trial and error to get the right consistency, but you want to make sure that it is thick, because bleach knots, I can do a video on fixing bleach knots because I have done it a couple times, especially when I first started wearing wigs. I tend to do that quite often and I have a good way of fixing it, so I can also do a video on that if you guys want me to do that. Leave a comment below. But yeah, I'm just mixing it and I think I got the right consistency. It's barely shaking off the brush and I like that. That's what we want. Now I went back in and added just a little bit more because I did not want it to fall off the brush at all. So at this point, I think I did get the right consistency because it was pretty thick. I just wanted to make it a little bit thicker just to be on the safe side. Now this is what we want to see. We don't want to see it dripping off the brush, nice and thick, more like toothpaste. This is what we want, so I'm done with the mixture. Now this is just a technique that I learned. You can skip this, but I highly recommend this. What I do is I take my Got2b glue spray and I spray it all over the lace where the hair is. This really just creates a barrier between the bleach and the hair and helps it not really seep through the lace. You also want to make sure you do a couple layers, like 2 or 3 layers, and make sure it dries completely. Now right here, I'm just pushing all the hair strands back and make sure there's no hair out to make sure it doesn't get bleached. Now here comes the fun part. Here we are, we're just going to put the bleach onto the lace. Now when doing this, you really don't want to put too much force on your hand on the brush because that will cause it to also seep through the lace, and we don't want to over bleach the wig. Now once you put the bleach all over the lace, you do want to let this sit for about 20 to 25 minutes, sometimes 30. It really depends on what volume developer you get. With 40, I usually let it sit for about 25 minutes. If you have 50, you can do it for a lesser time because it's more stronger, so it reacts quicker. Now once you've let the bleach sit for about 25 minutes, now it is time to rinse it out. This is the easiest part. When rinsing the bleach out, I like to use warm water, and I took my Tresemme shampoo. I don't really think it matters what shampoo you use. A lot of people prefer to use purple shampoo, and what that does, it really just takes the brassiness out of the lace, like that orange color that you kind of see after bleaching hair or a lace. That's really what purple shampoo does. It kind of tones it, but I really never seen like a orange brassiness on my lace when I'm bleaching, so I never really seen the need to get it, but I might try it one day and see if it makes a difference, if I see a difference. But yeah, I just use my Tresemme shampoo. So now you see I'm putting shampoo on the lace. It is very important, very, very important that you make sure you get all the bleach off the wig and the lace. Now, as you guys can see, I'm gently scrubbing the lace. You don't want to be rough. It looks like I'm being rough, but I'm not. It's just because of the speed of this video. But you really want to make sure you get it all out the hair and off the lace. I use my hands and I kind of scrub the hair up against the lace just to make sure that all that bleach is out. Every time I wash hair, I make sure I detangle while I'm washing by using a wide tooth comb. You don't want to use a fine tooth comb. I use a wide tooth comb just to make sure that it's not tangled, so I'm not pulling any hair out. As you can see, I just turned the water back on just to rinse out the shampoo, and that's really it. It's really not that hard to bleach knots. Yes, the first couple times I bleached knots, I did think it was kind of confusing, but I really got the hang of it really fast. It's really not that hard. It should take less than an hour, honestly. It's really not that many steps. I feel like people think it's more to it than what it is. I think they kind of like think it's like dyeing hair or something, but it's really so simple. You just put it on the lace, you do the mixture, you put it on the lace, and then you let it sit, and then you rinse it out. It's so simple. As you can see, look at them knots. You don't see any of them black knots. It looks brown like scalp. That's what we want. So yeah guys, that's really the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned something. I will have all the details to this wig in this video in the description box, as well as a discount code to Luvme hair. I actually also made a video of this wig, actually me styling it and doing a hairstyle if you guys want to watch that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram because you will see me wear this wig very soon. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.